धीरे धीरे पढ़ाओ.
No, boss. I have to teach with my piece. Okay. So special provision for computing profit and gain of a business on a presumptive basis. So please try to understand what do you mean by presumptive basis. Presumptive basis means government assumed that your business margin is this much, and now you don't have to maintain books of account. This particular scheme is beneficial for those assessee who are small assessees, and the definition of small assessee here you can see the presumptive taxation scheme under section 44 AD covers all small businesses with a total turnover or gross receipt up to 200 lakh. Okay, up to 200 lakh except 44A. Obviously, 44A is also a presumptive taxation for GTA, goods transport agent, that we will discuss later on. So for assessee who are getting covered under 44AD, they cannot go up to 44A. This is what they are meaning thereby. So please understand there are small assessees in India, and it is very difficult to follow. Now almost PGBP is done, and you have followed the PGBP from day one to day now. Is it very easy to maintain books of accounts, follow the compliance procedure of PGBP chapter, maintain each and every document? Yesterday we have finished section 44AB. Any bill exceeding 50 rupees should be original. Any bill less than 50 rupees should have voucher. Do you think for businesses like shopkeeper, a small restaurant, a chai wala, vada pav shop, a Chinese store, do you think they are in a position to follow this detailed documentation? What do you think? Can they follow the whole provision? Depreciation less than 180 days, huh? Block method. Do you
No.
think normal business can do this? No. And therefore, this is an alternative system of taxation for them, where in 1 second or few seconds, you can determine the profit of a business. How, sir? You just have to ask turnover. Now, if you go and ask even an illiterate person who is doing business in Mumbai, even an illiterate person, and if you just go and ask them, what was your turnover of the day? Aaj kitna kamaya? And that guy will tell you his turnover, even if he's illiterate. So everybody knows that the turnover. So once you know the turnover, you just have to multiply. So here PGBP is equal to 8% into turnover. That's all. This is your profit, presumptive. This is what is known as presumptive. We are presuming that this is your profit, 8% into turnover. Now in 2016, Government of India declared demonetization, and when they declared demonetization, okay, to to encourage small businesses to have Paytm installed, Google Pay installed, debit card swipe machine installed. That means to encourage banking transaction in the industry. Okay, they give some concession or tax benefit to the assessee who are there in 44AD. They told 8% will be applicable normally. But if you take your turnover, in 4 notified methods, do you know that 4 notified methods? 4 notified methods means account pay check, account pay draft, ECS, and other notified electronic modes. If you take your turnover, in this particular modes, banking turnover, then we will apply concessional rate under section 44AD, that is 6%. So 8% into 6 or 6% will be your profit. So what if I'm a kirana store or general store or grocery shop? It started raining heavily again here. What if I'm a kirana store or grocery store, and my turnover is a combination? It's like I have say for example 80 lakh total turnover. Out of 80 lakh, okay, 20 lakh is on banking, okay, banking mode. 20 lakh is on banking mode and 60 lakh on cash. Okay, now. So how will you determine profit? Come on, tell me. Here you will multiply with how much? For 20 lakh you will multiply with what percentage?
8.
8%.
Baba, banking turnover, banking. It came in bank.
6%.
For banking it is 6, and for cash it is 8. So please understand, that's what I was trying to tell you. If it is normal turnover, normal rate of section 44AD is 8%. It assumes every business minimum earns 8%. Okay, but to give the encouragement to people to install this banking facilities or banking gateway, payment gateway through which their customer can pay them, they have introduced percentage 6% into this particular system. So obviously when it is come to taxation, people would like to show less amount of profit, and for banking turnover it is 6%. So can you tell me what is this number and what is this number? Just multiply, Anand. What is the 6% of 20 lakh? Do you have Kelsey?
1,20,000.
1,20,000
Oh, पीछे से ऐसे सर.
and
4,80,000.
60 lakh into 8%,
4,80,000.
4,80,000. Okay, so 4,80,000. Now 1,20,000 plus 4,80,000 is equal to 6 lakh. 6 lakh is your assumed profit. We have assumed that this is your profit. 6 lakh is your profit. Okay, this is how this section works. Now, if assessee is going to apply for housing loan or some kind of business loan, and his bank requires, or he wanted to maintain a good amount of profit. So though section is saying your profit is 6 lakh, he wanted to show higher profit to income tax. There can be different reasons. Usually one of the reasons that they wanted to maintain a good balance sheet so that they will get a good amount of loan from bank. So he wanted to show 8 lakh. Though 8 lakh or 9 lakh, let's take 9 lakh. Okay, as per section, profit, presumptive profit comes 6 lakh, but he wanted to offer 9 lakh rupees. Do you think government of India or income tax will stop him from offering higher profit? Hello, tell me, is it possible to declare higher profit? What do you feel? I'm asking your feeling. Can government allow him to show higher profit than presumptive profit? Will income tax be fine with having more profit than presumptive profit? Hello?
No.
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 Income tax will deny this. What is good for income tax? Low profit or high profit? What is high profit? So why should government stop you from declaring higher profit? If presumptive profit is 6 lakh and assessee voluntary wants to declare, I wanted to show more profit, government will clap for him. Great, you show higher profit, pay high tax. So this is possible. But the second situation I'm going to ask you, presumptive profit says 6 lakh rupees. Can he declare 4 lakh rupees? Can he declare lower profit? What do you think?
Yes.
Can he declare lower profit? Presumptive profit says नहीं भैया 8% के ऊपर तो आपको टैक्स भरना ही पड़ेगा, but can you say नहीं मेरा profit तो 4 lakh ही है? Is it possible? Should it be possible? Higher possible है, higher में income tax को कोई problem नहीं, because you are paying more tax, but lower you are willing to pay less tax. What do you think? Everyone please reply either in this chat box or unmute yourself and reply. Should income tax allow assessee to declare lower profit than presumptive profit? Presumptive profit means government assumes business have minimum 8% margin. Chat box में आ रहा है no. Exactly. Government should not allow him to declare lower profit. Then everybody will declare lower profit only, right? Why should have the percentage, minimum percentage? So declaring lower profit is not permissible normally, but if you are ready for certain things, like the moment you say you wanted to declare lower profit, you must maintain books of accounts and get it audited. You must maintain books of account and get it audited. This is the first consequence. Second consequence in this particular section is this. Do you remember audit? In audit you are having have you done with companies audit? I don't know. Company audit हो गया है क्या? Law या किधर भी और subject में company audit?
Yes.
Do you know auditors have once auditor gets appointed, it gets appoints for 5 years?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Within 5 years also he can come out. He can resign. Like on 3rd year he can resign and he can come out. But once he come out, he cannot reappointed. He cannot be reappointed for another 5 years. So why this 5 year we call it as a cooling period. Okay, this 5 year we call it as a cooling period, that within 5 years he cannot be reappointed. So again, I'm telling you, presumptive scheme is a beneficial scheme for the assessee. Why presumptive scheme is a beneficial scheme? He doesn't have to maintain books of accounts. He doesn't have to get his books of accounts audited. Okay, there are less compliance. Okay, less compliance. Why less compliance? Because he doesn't have to pay advance tax in a 4 installment. Usual assessee pay advance tax in a 4 installment. He has to pay only 1 installment. So some less compliance is there. He has to pay less tax. Why less tax? Because his profit is presumed. His profit is presumed. CA will charge less fees for filing return under section 44 AD because it is online available and we don't have to do much things. It's very simple, ITR. So all these benefits are given to 44 AD assessees. Now please understand, 44 AD, once you go into 44 AD, they say you must stay in 44 AD for minimum 5 years. Once you enter into 44 AD, this is a beneficial scheme, alternative scheme. You must stay with this particular 44 AD for 5 years. If you take exit from this particular scheme, please understand, if you take exit from this particular scheme at any point of time within this particular 5 years, let's take example. On the 4th year you took the exit, then for another 5 year, you cannot enter into the scheme. Please understand, if you take exit in 21 22, if you take exit from this particular scheme in the assessment year 21 22, AY 21 22, you add 5 year here, okay. If you add 5 year in 21, it will become 26. If you add 5 year here, it will become 27. So तुम लोग अगर 21 22 में बाहर जाएगा, you cannot re-enter in this particular scheme till 26 27. Am I clear with this 5 year? Once you take exit, you cannot re-enter into the scheme in period of 5 years. Is it clear?
Yes.
हाँ, ये 5 year का लॉक इन पीरियड है. तो दिस इज वन ऑफ द कॉन्सिक्वेंस ऑफ डिक्लेयरिंग लोअर प्रॉफिट. सर, कैन आई डिक्लेयर लोअर प्रॉफिट? आंसर इज yes, you can declare a lower profit, no problem. But declaring lower profit has to be supported by audit of chartered accountant. Why audit of chartered accountant? Because we don't trust assessee that he has earned less than presumed profit. If chartered accountant certify this, then we will be trusting him, we will be focusing on it, and we will assume that okay, assessee has done the right job. If CA has given the audit report, so audit becomes mandatory for those assessee who are willing to declare lower profit than presumptive profit. So you must know these things. Okay, so let's go here again, and I'll show you one more theory points. Eligible assessee. Sir, who is the eligible assessee? So this scheme is not applicable to non-resident. It is applicable only to resident chotu assessee. Chotu assessee means individual HUF partnership firm, but not applicable to LLP because LLP must maintain books of accounts. And they should not claim deduction under section 10AA. You remember section 10AA says ka deduction. Okay. So this is the eligible assessee. So what is the presumptive rate? Presumptive rate is the 8% of total turnover. However, if you are banking turnover, if you are earning banking turnover, then the rate becomes 6% of your turnover. This is the banking turnover. Account pay check, account pay bank, electronic clearing system, and other prescribed electronic mode. This is the banking turnover. Okay. However, assessee can declare his return of income higher than presumptive income, so calculated. So there is no problem. Income tax will always allow you to declare higher profit. No restriction on declaring higher profit. Okay. Next, no further deduction would be allowed. After taking this particular section, presumptive section, you cannot subtract depreciation, you cannot subtract salary, you cannot subtract any other expenses. Why, sir? Because this is a presumptive profit. That means we assume all income minus all expenses. Your profit is 8%. So we assume that all deductions have been taken by the assessee. You cannot take any other deduction under the PGBP chapter. WDV you have to maintain because you are not not claiming depreciation separately. Some assessee feel that I don't have to compute depreciation. No, you must compute depreciation every year, and you must maintain WDV because we don't know in which year you will be exited from this scheme, and therefore you must maintain WDV every year. So relief from maintenance of books of account. Obviously, when you are covered under section 44AB, sorry 44AD, you are exempted from 44AA and 44AB. 44AA books of account and 44AB is the audit. Okay, so you will get relief from this particular thing. Higher threshold for non-audit. Yesterday only I told you, normally business is required to get tax audit done if their turnover exceeds 1 crore. If turnover exceeds 1 crore. But for 44 ADSSE, the tax audit is applicable only if turnover exceeds 2 crore. 1 crore के ऊपर जाएगा तो normal business के लिए, और in business के लिए 2 crore के